Welcome to the party, pal. Your friendly neighborhood Master Chaos back with you once again with your daily dose of movie love. And what are we chatting about today? Well, they've done it. They've done it. Those magnificent bastards at Severin have finally done it. They've gone and released the Andy Milligan collection they've been teasing for like almost 2 years at this point. And I'm of two minds on this. Having just survived, he came from the swamp, the William Griffey collection here, and I went into this liking this guy's movies, at least 2 or 3 of them. Having survived this, and being severely disappointed, not only by the transfers, which, I mean, the movies looked hideous on this, just awful. Maybe it's the elements. It's probably got to be. I mean, Arrow wouldn't shit it out. So I'm guessing it's just the elements weren't there. But having survived this collection of junk, for lack of a better word, I'm hesitant to jump into an Andy Milligan box set. Now, I've seen the ghastly ones. I think I've seen the rats are coming, the werewolves are here, or the werewolves are coming, the rats are here, whatever the hell that is. Part of me, the collector side, says, well, shit, yeah, I get it, because that's going to look really nice on your shelf. We're going to look at the box set in a minute. And the other side of me says, you're never going to rewatch those. You're never going to rewatch those. Those are terrible damn movies. Save your money for food or buying your kids clothes. And then I think, well, my kids have enough clothes. You know, we could eat water for a couple days. So, fuck it. I bought it. Right off the top. I didn't buy the Al Adamson box set, namely because I was late to the party, and also looking at the movies he'd made, I was really not a fan of any of those movies. However, I think Milligan appeals to my taste a little better because he makes rough, grindy, gory horror movies, and that's sort of more up my alley. Who is Andy Milligan? What is his box set? Let's dive into it. Feast your eyes, home slice, the Dungeon of Andy Milligan collection, a 9-disc Blu-ray and CD box set. This is a pre-order, of course, for March 16th. $140. That's not bad. That's not a bad price for what you do end up getting. 140 bucks. And look, let's be honest. Let's be honest. If you hate it, you can always turn around and flip it and sell it maybe for twice the price. I mean, look at the Adamson box set. I didn't buy the Adamson box set, but that's going for a pretty penny. So if I wanted to get it now, I would probably, end up getting divorced. Let's take a look at the packaging itself. Of course, we've got the overall cover there with Mr. Milligan's face. I'm not a huge fan of the design, to be honest. I don't love the artwork. Then I believe it's a digipack. It slides out. Then you've got the Unbelievable Orgy of Terror. That's where the discs are housed. You get that bonus CD. It's not from the movies. Keep that in mind. It's just sort of inspired by the composer of some of the movies that Andy Milligan has made. So a guy who worked for some of his films. Now the discs, the 8 Blu-rays right there. I gotta be honest, I don't love the design there either. I feel that looks really cheap. I mean, that's kind of how I would label my movies when I would rip bootlegs. I would do it that way. I would, put the posters of the movies side to side, almost exactly like that. So maybe they're going for a bootleg look, but I don't know. That looks a little chintzy. I feel like that could have been better put together art directing wise. But it's a small nitpick because I'm not going to be hanging it on my wall. I'm not going to be looking at I'm popping it into my player and watching it. So it's a small nitpick. Also comes with a 128-page book by Stephen Thrower himself, Nightmare USA. Amazing author about all things genre. It's a nice package. It's certainly something that, let's be honest, Andy Milligan probably doesn't deserve because his movies are not great. But historically in the annals, I said annals, of history, of cinema history, shining a light on the corners, the dirty, dusty corners of the grindhouse world, this is an important release. Let's dive into the deets, Pete. He's been described as the Fassbender of 42nd Street, a celebration of hate and an unmatched voice from the underbelly of low-budget cinema. Underbelly is the correct term there. More than a quarter century after his death, he remains perhaps the most divisive name in genre history. Severin Films now presents the cranium-cleaving collection devoted to writer, actor, director Andy Milligan, a gay sadist who pioneered New York's avant-garde theater world and made astonishingly unique exploitation movies. That quote alone should be on the box. On 8 Blu-rays featuring 14 surviving films from his NYC and London years, 10 plus hours of trailers, outtakes, interviews, and audio commentaries, a bonus CD, and an all-new 128-page book by Stephen Thrower that explores the profane madness behind it all. Exciting! From his provocative underground work through his international scuzz horror classics, experience the venomous legacy of the filmmaker Time magazine calls depraved, degenerate, desperate, damned like never before. If that doesn't sell you, I don't know what will. Let's get into it. Disc 1 features only the ghastly ones, and maybe that's why they put that on Disc 1? I don't know. You have audio commentary with actor Hal Borsk and Frank Henenlotter. He's great. He's such a film fan, so it's always nice to hear Frank talk about movies. He's on this too, by the way, the Griffey set. Audio commentary with Cinephire's Keith Crocker. Partial audio commentary with Fred Olin Ray. Partial, maybe it was like an interview and they just tossed it in. I don't know how partial that is. Trailer. You get Blood Rights, the alternate title sequence. Ghastly and Depraved, an interview with the marketing whiz Sam Sherman. I saw that in the trailer. They put up a trailer. It was really fun stuff. A trailer of a lost Milligan film, Depraved. Talk of the Trade, an interview with early Milligan actress Natalie Rogers. The Filthy Five, one German language reel of a lost Milligan film. Okay. One. In German, by the way. The runtime is 72 minutes. That's the only one I've seen that I know for a fact I've seen the ghastly ones. Oh, and then the werewolf rats. Okay, disc 2. Dude, you know who needs a really nice primo box set? Neil Breen. Severin Films, please give Neil Breen a box set. Please. Disc 2 brings The Body Beneath and Nightbirds. Body Beneath only has an audio commentary with 2 film scholars and a trailer. Nightbirds has audio commentary with the actor Berwick Kaler and, of course, Stephen Thrower. So very light on special features, but commentaries are always welcome. Disc 3 has Torture Dungeon and Bloodthirsty Butchers. I've seen that one. That's the other one. Bloodthirsty Butchers. I know I've seen that. Or something similar to that. There's so many movies with that title. Anyway, Torture Dungeon, never before released director's cut. Yay! Audio commentary with Milligan historian. I don't know what I did. I'm sorry about that. Audio commentary with Milligan historian Alex DeSanto. Trailer. That's 80 minutes. The director's cut is 80 minutes. How long is a regular movie? Bloodthirsty Butchers, never before released director's cut, is 79 minutes, has nothing but trailers. I guess it's not worth any features. Disc 4, The Curse of the Full Moon, never before released director's cut, and yay, the rats are coming, the werewolves are here, the greatest title ever. This one includes The World of Andy Milligan, locations featurette, narrated by Temple of Shock's Chris Poggiali. Trailer, I guess for one of them, or trailers for both, I don't know. The Curse of the Full Moon is 73 minutes. I guess that's the director's cut, 73 minutes, that's tiny. The Rats Are Coming, The Werewolves Are Here is 92 minutes. That sounds like, oh, that's the theatrical cut. Wow, interesting, that's probably his longest movie. That's his dumbest one, but, wow, that's hard to do. Yeah, I guess they're all his dumbest one, does that make sense? Disc 5, The Man with Two Heads, and Guru the Mad Monk, that's another one. I own that on I own that on DVD. I own that on DVD. Yes, I do. Because Something Weird Video put that out. Okay, great. So that's another one that I know. That's another one that sounds very familiar to me. Man with the Two Heads has a never-before-released director's cut. It includes an alternate version of a party sequence, a trailer, and it's 89 minutes. Guru the Mad Monk is presented in 2 different aspect ratios. That's interesting. Has an audio commentary with Cinephire's Keith Crocker, remembering Andy Milligan. And that's with the interview with the set photographer and a trailer. And it's 56 minutes. I don't remember it being short, but I know I've seen it. Disc 6 is Legacy of Blood, never before released theatrical cut. Never before released theatrical cut? Huh? So was it ever released? And then the Legacy of Horror TV cut. Wait, is it the same movie? Are they giving us the same movie twice? I hate that. Blood or Horror? Interview with executive producer Ken Lane. Blood or Horror? Legacy of Chris, interview with actor Chris Broderick, TV spot. Legacy of Blood Specs, running time 77 minutes. And then Legacy of Horror is 83 minutes. So, is it the same movie? I don't know. I don't know that well enough. but we might be getting 2 different cuts of the same movie there. Meh. I'm probably going to pick the longest version just to experience all of it. Boom! Disc 7 is what I call the Vinegar Syndrome disc. This includes Fleshpot on 42nd Street, which I believe is a hardcore film, and Seeds. It also includes the short film Vapors, which I think was on a double disc for Vinegar Syndrome. You can get Seeds and Vapors. I think that's still available, actually. Trailer, Fleshpot on 42nd Street specs, it's 87 minutes, and Seeds has 84 minutes. No special features on that, but I'm pretty sure Fleshpot is a porno film, so keep that in mind. Probably don't watch that with the kids. Probably don't watch any of these with your kids, to be honest. Disc 8, Carnage and Blood. This also includes the film Toga Party from 1971. I guess it's one of his movies. I've never heard of it. Monstrosity trailer. I don't know what Monstrosity is. I guess that might be a lost film. Anyway, Carnage is 92 minutes, and Blood is 69 minutes. There you go. And then the 9th disc is the CD. So that's The Bearded Lady's Wake, electronic music by frequent Milligan collaborator Hal Borsk. Also, Andy Milligan's Venom, an all-new 128-page book by Stephen Thrower, which, yeah, I'm going to read that. So that's the Dungeon of Andy Milligan box set, my dude. I gotta be honest, I don't love the artwork, and a lot of his movies aren't great, but I think historically they belong on your film library. If you're curating a film library and you want the history of film, you gotta have something like the Andy Milligan collection. My friend Aaron Pinn, Mr. Cult of Cinema, brought up a really good point when we were doing Hollywood episode 2, that most people would probably get more mileage out of the Al Adamson box set, because he had like the Black Gestapo, and the Black Samurai, I believe that was his too, and the Carnival Magic. So he had different movies. Here, Andy's got one type of movie. Bloody, gruesome, shocker type movies. And I kind of like that better. I was never a big Adamson fan, and I'm gotta be honest, I'm not a giant Andy Milligan fan either. But if I were to pick between the two, I think Milligan speaks more to my heart than Adamson does. That's just me. It's personal taste. Incidentally, I want to thank all my new subscribers. Thank you so much. I am so much more closer to my 1K before Valentine's goal. If I can get to 1K before Valentine's, I'm going to bleach my beard here, and I'm going to dye it hot pink, and I'm going to surprise my wife. Shh, don't tell her. I'm telling her not to watch some of these videos. I'm trying to get to 1K before Valentine's Day. If you're new here, please consider subscribing. That would mean the world to me, because I love spending time with you. It really, really, really makes my day. I hope it makes your day as well. So thank you, new subscribers. Welcome to the party. If you're new, please comment down below. Say, hey, I'm a new subscriber. Just wanted to say hi. Or like, hey, I'm a new subscriber. Can't wait to see you in a pink beard. That kind of stuff. Because I've got to give you a welcome to the party, in person. As in person as possible. I'm going to comment right back. I respond to every comment. Keep that in mind. Every comment. Well, yeah, every comment for now, I will. If I get to a point where I have 8,000 comments and I don't have time, that might be an issue. But that's a nice problem to have. For now, I respond to every comment. My friend, thank you very much. This much insanity for $140. That's a bargain. FYI, tax was about $15 or something. I paid $153 at the end of the day. So keep that in mind. And then shipping is like $15. But if you buy the box set, I think you're in the U.S. I selected free media mail, so you can get free shipping, but it's media mail. So it is what it is. But it's free and it saves you $15. That's the way I went. $153 is the final price with that option. I grabbed it. I'll be reviewing it here on Master Chaos TV. I hope you'll join me for those reviews. I'm excited to dig in. It's not going to be until April that we really get our hands on it. But I'm excited to dig in. I'm excited to rewatch these films. And maybe, just maybe, I'm toying with the idea of a live review show called Voyage to the Bottom of the Barrel. And a couple of these might just feature in those shows. So, my friend, for now, I'm going to bid you adieu. Your friendly neighborhood Master of Chaos loves you just the way you are. Remember that. Be proud of yourself. Be grateful for every moment of life. You are worthy. Everything you do is important. You are here for a reason, my friend. I know it. I also know you're a person of discerning taste, and I appreciate you sharing that time with me. But for now, I bid you adieu. Your friendly neighborhood Master of Chaos remains To be continued.